depth of engagement online and correlated the last 12 months of revenue gain or loss. And number one and number two, number one was Starbucks and number two is Dell. And
number three
was eBay. Number 2. Hold on. Number 10 was Intel and Yahoo, so I take credit for both. So anyway, the point is if you look at the top two, and I didn't study down into what eBay exactly is doing, but what Starbucks and Dell are doing is they're listening to their users. But they're actually taking it a step further, because listening without action is worse than listening at all. And so if you look at what Starbucks is doing with my Starbucks, they're actually asking people to make recommendations on what type of pastries that they want, what type of music do they want played, what type of color furniture do they want, and they're actually making those changes. So they're listening and acting. It's almost like, I'm married, and every now and then, my wife walks into the room and says, "Honey, can you pick up your socks and put them in the hamper?" And I'm sitting in there and I'm looking at her and I'm listening to her, and then later that night I go upstairs and I forget to take my socks and put them in the hamper. Listening, so in other words, listening without acting is not effective in most cases. The top two revenue earners of the last 12 months was Dell and Starbucks, and they're not only listening, but they're actually taking action.